Hello, hello. I sit before you with a beautiful bowl of local grapes from a town here called Ramona. Thanks for joining me. I am been kind of hesitating on putting a video like this, but I think it's important. I am just gonna be quick about it. A little annoyed at how people are handling this whole situation that's happening with the sickness going around. And I would like to create a bridge between the gap of the two different ideologies that's going on here. There's people that are like, oh my god, you're brainwashed, like all these things, you're staying at home and you're all blah blah whatever. You believe this lie. And there's other people that are like, stay home, don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone, go home, buy groceries if you need and toilet paper, and then go back home and don't mix with anyone else at all. And the health experts are telling us one thing, and then we're behaving another way. And like, how can we get on the same page with something that we can all agree with? We know that this whole issue is affecting people with low immune systems. So people that are older, people that have autoimmune issues, and then randomly there's people my age that aren't considered at risk that are getting it too, and some people dying from it apparently. So what's going on, and why are these people getting sick and some people aren't? And there's older people that get it and they don't get sick from it. Well, they don't show any symptoms or whatever. Sometimes they show very little. Okay. I see, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a dietitian or whatever, that there is a healthy lifestyle plays a huge part in this. So, specifically hydration, and nutrition, and mental health. So this is just me kind of talking my thoughts on the whole thing. If we keep our immune systems up, this is something that both sides can do. Because now, some people are not staying at home and they're going out to casinos that are open, which that's strange. And then other people that stay home, quarantine 15, people are staying home overeating, eating junk food, drinking a lot, watching all these traumatizing TV shows, complaining about people that are going out there. These are all going to affect your immune system negatively. All of it. Complaining and addicting negative thoughts and resentful thoughts and all this stuff. And that's not even that's not even all of what people are feeling on their own. But for sure, if we're staying at home, we're getting resentful at people that are not staying at home. And then the people that are out there are just all out drinking, talking about how all these other people are brainwashed. That is not good for your health either. And then we're getting hungover. That's an immune suppressant for sure. Complaining, eating, French fries and fried foods and hydrogenated vegetable oils and all that sugar, processed dairy with sugar in it. And a lot of us, when we partake in these activities, we layer a lot of them. So we're eating badly. We're eating sugar, fried foods, drinking, complaining, all in the same hangout session, So this is something that we should definitely be mindful of. I'm not saying everybody should be out there being raw food vegans, and though it would be nice to see people stepping up and being proactive collectively and eating well as a society and staying hydrated and practicing being kind with each other. And when people are complaining about other people, like, okay, that's not our life. Let's focus on our life. Reminding each other that we don't have to be spewing hate behind closed doors, because that's not healthy for us. They're out living their life, whether you're inside the house and you're complaining about other people, or you're outside the house complaining about people inside. It's not healthy. Because these health experts, they're talking about social distancing and for us to wear masks. And those work in their own ways, but no one's talking about the immune system and how to keep our immune systems up. No one's. We're closing down national parks. I don't mean to. My voice. I'm really. It really bothers me that happened. Local parks. You can't for a while. I don't know if that's still going on, but our local park. You can't even sit. Couldn't even sit down while you were there. No matter, even if there wasn't anyone there. I was sitting down and some dude came up to me and said that we're not allowed to sit down. I was the only one there. So we're not all on this. That just shows that we're not on the same page, because we got a casino open where there's people sipping whiskey on the rocks and smoking cigarettes. They just lowered their mouths and smoked their cigarette. We got Dairy Queen open, which is processed sugar, dairy, and hydrogenated oils in one drink, which is like, woo! It's mind-blowing that this is the world we're living in right now, which is fine, but we gotta be on the same page within us, because they're not going to teach us, they're not going to explain to us how to be healthy, because now we're not being contaminated with whatever's going around, but we're at home creating a whole other host of problems because our immune system's down. Now we're complaining about each other. Now some of our relationships are going, some people are that choose to go out and not, practice the stay-at-home thing, their families and friends are talking bad about them, and now there's a political stuff which is like layered on top of that. So we can find common ground in a productive way, not just like agree to disagree, but really like we can all practice eating healthy. Okay, these local grapes, really quick, I know I wanted to keep this short, but these local grapes, and just grapes in general, the water's being pulled out of the ground through the stem, all through the roots, and then through the stem of the plant, and then it's being filtered that whole way until it gets to the tip where it's creating the fruit. This is very clean, high antioxidant, high mineral water. You're hydrating yourself with some high quality water when you eat grapes or any fruit in general. You can overdo it on anything, but you can really, eating fresh fruit, fresh veggies, high water content veggies, eating high quality food, drinking enough water, exercising, practicing kindness. It sounds corny, but these are really, really important and effective things that will keep our immune system up. And this is when we need it the most. Like before we needed it, but now it's critical, that we're all on the same page. I keep saying that expression, but it's really important that we are practicing, at least share a common practice where we can work on something together. We can all work on boosting our immune systems, like I said, there's people my age that are getting contaminated with this, getting hit with this, whatever's going around. And why is that? I have a feeling because we're partaking, like layering all these unhealthy activities at a time over and over again. It's not just one night that we're doing this. A lot of us lie to ourselves and say we're going to just do this every once in a while, but we do it every night sometimes, 4 times a week. We're drinking, eating garbage, and not hydrating ourselves, and that takes a really big hit on your immune system too. So let's all be on the same page. Let's all cooperate together in that way. For sure, we should at least do it, because if we're not going to agree on one thing, on staying at home or not staying at home, we should at least agree on keeping our immune systems high, because these people are not going to order us to do that. They're not going to create laws. They're not going to do any of that stuff to make sure we're doing that. They're going to close down the national parks, and they're going to open up casinos. They're going to leave Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts open for us to indulge while we can't walk around the neighborhood or walk to our local park, because that's just where we're at, the paradigm when it comes to our health. So not to be, start drama. This is just really my thoughts. I'm not a doctor. I'm not whatever, nutritionist, dietitian, but this is just my feelings and thoughts on the whole thing. So thanks for listening, and yeah, thanks for listening.